If your baby seems like they're stuck on their back every time you put your baby to lie down and they're unable to get up into the sitting position, or if you put your baby to sit, baby seems stuck in the seated position and can't get into and out of sitting, this video is for you. Because in today's video, I'm going to share with you a simple 7-step framework that you can use to systematically help your baby to develop the core trunk strength and stability to be able to get into and out of sitting. There's a term in physical therapy called stability before mobility. Baby is going to feel much more confident to move once baby is able to sit in a position stable. Put your baby to sit in between your legs, facing away from you, with a toy in front of baby. And here's what I want you to do. Put baby's legs wide apart like this. This will help to increase baby's base of support and make it much more stable for baby to be able to sit in this position and actually maintain this position. You could have a toy in front of baby so that baby is interested in the toy and baby can look at them and engage with the toy while baby is sitting. A lot of times I find that having baby put their arms in between their legs and spread those fingers out flat on the ground so the baby is in a position where baby is propped up. This position is called propped sitting, where you have your baby with their arms in between their legs, sitting with your fingers flat. Now, I had a parent say to me the other day, when I put my baby in this position, baby just kind of continues forward and baby collapses completely. So that means that this baby has much more of low muscle tone and baby is floppy. So I'm going to use my floppy baby so that we can work on that. Here's the big problem that parents have. They put baby to sit, baby's facing away from them. Mom tries to put baby's hands on the ground, but baby's body just continues to collapse. You feel like baby's going to collapse onto their face. Here's what I want you to do if that starts to happen with your little one. If that's happening with your little one, let's look at the baby from the side. Baby just collapses like they have no spine. So you want to try to give baby some stability. So if you put baby to sit and you have baby sitting in between your legs, the reason I have baby sitting in between my legs is so that if baby loses his balance, she's going to fall backwards, she can fall to the side. Baby comes built in with mechanisms in the brain to help baby to protect the head, and baby will likely put their hand down to protect themselves. If your baby is not able to protect themselves, here's what I want you to do. Take your hand, take your finger, put it in baby's hand, straighten baby's elbow so that your wrist, my hand is kind of locking baby's elbow in place where baby's arm is straight. And what I want baby to do is do a seated push-up where baby is holding on to my hands with both of her hands, and I'm locking baby's elbow in place. And so now baby is going to be a little bit more upright. And I want to lean baby forward slightly so that baby is bearing some weight through their joints of their hands, their wrists, their elbows, and their shoulder. And essentially, baby is doing a position like this, where baby is propping, holding on to your hands. Baby's getting some pressure to the wrist, some pressure to the elbow. You're supporting baby's elbow up through the shoulder. And now we're strengthening all of these muscles in baby's arms, baby's chest, and baby's shoulders. Over time, you will begin to see that your baby will start to get better and better at being able to maintain that propped sitting position. And as baby continues to improve and their trunk gets stronger, baby will be able to continue to work in different positions and maintain this upright position. The next position from the wide base of support where baby has their legs wide apart is what's called long sitting, where you bring baby's legs together. Immediately you might notice when you bring your baby's legs together, baby kind of tips over. And that's because the base of support is much smaller and this challenges baby's trunk muscles a little bit more. So if you have to put your hands back on baby's trunk and work in this position, then I want you to do that. Now, the third position that you want to put your baby into is what's called ring sitting, where you turn baby's legs into a circle or a ring in front of baby. Now, you notice what happened with her trunk. her trunk immediately collapsed once you moved your baby into this position. And that's what's likely to happen with your little one, which is why I advocate for you to sit like this and be in this position where baby can lose their balance backwards and fall onto you. As your baby's trunk gets stronger and stronger as you're moving through these positions, bring baby into the next position, which is called crisscross applesauce. By this point, your baby's trunk will be fairly strong and baby will be able to maintain this upright position. So you notice what we've been doing as we're moving through this progression. The title of the video is how to teach your baby to sit up from lying down, but we didn't start with lying down. We actually started with sitting up. And so once your baby is able to maintain their balance sitting up, then we're going to start making those transitions to going down towards the ground. Here's how we're going to do that. Next step is bring a toy, have your baby sit, and just have baby put their hands on the toy and play with the toy, bang the toy. I like to use the cube because the cube is about 6 inches high, and this is the perfect height for baby to sit in this position, have their hands on the cube, and be able to maintain an upright posture. It's a nice way to let baby cheat a little bit, and you have baby sitting in between your legs, and baby can sit and play in a nice kind of safe area so the baby doesn't fall. As baby gets better and better at sitting in this upright position, play with your hands on the cube, what you can do is move baby off to one side, put one hand off to the side, and let baby prop himself up. Now, here's how I want you to do this. I want you to try this. Take your other hand, if baby is leaning towards baby's left side, instead of you holding baby under the trunk here, encourage baby to put that hand out, and you use your other hand on baby's opposite hip. And so you're pressing down on the opposite hip. You can see as I'm pressing down, baby is coming back up. If I just push down on this leg and I just hold it right there, I'll cause baby to activate the trunk muscles on this side of her body as she's pushing up with her hand, and that'll cause baby's trunk to come back up. Whatever we do at one side of the body, we want to do on the opposite side of the body because we want to maintain that symmetry from one side to the next. So what you can do, move baby off to the other side and cue baby to reach for the toy with the other hand. Now you're switching. Put your hand on baby's hip, baby's opposite leg, as baby's bending towards this side, and baby's propping herself up using that right arm on the ground. We want to make sure those fingers are nice and flat. And then you can use your other hand on baby's hip or baby's leg to bring that trunk back up as baby activates the trunk muscles. This side-to-side prop sitting is a fantastic way to work on those side muscles. Once baby is able to do this and accomplish this and be able to push herself back up in both directions, now we're going to put the whole thing together and see if we can get baby to push himself up from all the way from lying down.
This is the way to do it. You want to put baby on their back, bend the legs off to one side, and give baby support through the hips and cue him to roll onto his side, and then go ahead and push himself up. You can see I'm stabilizing his hip for him, and I'm letting him do the work of pushing his upper body up.
This will happen over time. I'm talking about 10-15 minutes a day practicing, working on your baby's sitting balance. I like to pair these kind of activities with a diaper change. Change baby's diaper, baby's nice and clean, boom, you're already down on the ground, and we do some play activities to help baby to move from lying on the back, roll onto the side, and then come up into sitting to be able to go through that transition. And now you're strengthening baby's trunk, you're preparing baby for the next step, which is crawling. So if your baby is at that point where your baby is ready to move on to crawling, take a look at this video right here where I dive into crawling and some ways to help your baby crawl. I will see you in that video over there.